So I just purchased this mini spot welder. It's got these probes on the end and it's got the power input. So I connect this up here. So this is a jump starter and it's lithium and it starts a big car, so it should be enough current to be able to do something with this, but this is doing absolutely nothing. So if I change it here to auto, meaning that when I touch the probes here to the surface, it detects that it should weld. And if I just touch them to that, so there's just absolutely nothing that comes out. Like it doesn't even try. I could turn up the power. There's 83. Touch that to it. So you can see that the screen dims while it's thinking it's welding, I think, but there's absolutely nothing that comes out. So even when I don't have it connected, like there's just nothing. So I don't know what the problem is. Nothing's burnt, nothing smells, everything looks good. So yeah, I really don't know. It's too bad because it would be pretty sweet to be able to weld my batteries and make a battery pack. So I'm looking closer at this tab welder. So I figured out that this second pin here, right here, is the one that should trigger pulse through to this board, through these resistors, which would then connect up to the trigger on the MOSFET, which would make them all fire. So what I found is that if I put the oscilloscope and I look at the left side of this resistor, so it comes, the signal when you pulse it comes out of the chip, goes through this resistor here, it's 1K, comes out on the right side of it, which connects up to this pin, which goes through the other board. So I found that if I watch this signal here, on the left side of the resistor, you get the pulse. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to capture this all. It all wants to fall over on me. Do that. And try to pulse it. Where did I had a screwdriver here. So I've got it on manual, so I'm just gonna manually trigger this here like this. Okay, so I'm gonna try to hold this on here. Really need a clamp for this. This is not gonna work out for me. Hold that on the left side of this 1K resistor. So this is coming out of the, come on, out of the microcontroller. Yeah. Okay, so there the signal's high. Watch it. So there, exactly 50 milliseconds. Can't see it because it's, well, maybe you could see it. So yeah, it was exactly one division there, and I've got it set to 50, so that's exactly 50. So that works really well. So then if I go down to, say, 25, so there's 25, you'll see if I can get this again. We'll see it maybe go for half. There's that. Oh, I fell off. But it was 25 milliseconds. Okay, let's try this again. There. So it's half the division, 25 milliseconds. So that part's working. Let's go back up to 50 just so you can see here. There we go. So just so you can see a longer signal. So here we go again. So the left side of the 1K resistor. There it is, 50 milliseconds, okay? The right side of the resistor is what goes to this pin here, which transfers down to the other board. So this signal is also high. I'm gonna be able to hold it on that. Also high, trigger it. There's absolutely no change. So I don't know what it is that's causing no change, but somehow That signal is totally getting absorbed by something. So it's not making it through that resistor. So I received the battery tab welder CA20-2k. Initially it wasn't working at all. It wasn't welding at all. It turned on fine, but I followed people's instructions online and added a 1k resistor to this R4. So R4 there is at the bottom left. So I added a 1k resistor on top of the other resistor, so it's now 500 ohms. R2 had nothing in it, which is normal, and now it works. So the 1k resistor is just the surface mount 1k, and now I could test it out here and you'll see that now it's working.